Hello everybody, welcome to a top 10 Nitro Season 2 Moments video on a few things that I thought were pretty interesting throughout Season 2 of both the Nitro NASCAR Series and Formula 1 Series. Number 10 starts off with Smoke having some issues at the Daytona 100, not sure where to restart. After pit stops, he winds up making a lane change before the line, which does result in the penalty. Someone called him out for it, and takes out Demon in the process. You can thank his brother Rowdy for sending or letting me know about this clip. He thought that was pretty funny, so hey, we put that in. That's number 10. Number 9 comes from Bahrain, which was the pileup at Bahrain, probably the biggest wreck and mishap we had in the Nitro Formula 1 series, and this is basically a big chain reaction between me and Demon getting into it, and No Doubt and Too Tall hitting each other, which runs into me, which spins me out, which spins No Doubt out, and we're basically all dead, and Codemasters just decides, oh, let's give you a penalty, causing a collision, 10-second penalty, so Demon wound up winning that race. Number 8 was the huge fuel strategy flaw at Pocono. People, including Karma, thinking that they could make it on their fuel, which a lot of people thought they would make it, but that wound up not being the case, as we're pretty slow going through turn 1, and No Doubt had enough gas to make it. And as you see, at least 4 of us have no gas left down the back stretch and into turn 2 at Pocono. Very sad. Number 7 is probably the closest win and finish in Nitro history, not just in Season 2, but the wreck with Demon and Too Tall coming out of turn number 4, and a very close finish between Slim and Deathstormer. And Slim, in a photo finish, got the win. I'm not sure if his engine was really blowing up, but he did get the win. Number 6, I will let you guys just watch for the enjoyment, but this was probably the best first lap of Nitro F1. We usually don't get a lot of good guys, nor do we get a big pack. So this was probably, and it wasn't the cleanest lap too, but it was definitely a good lap nonetheless, with everybody staying pretty close to each other.
How's those rear tires treating you?
60% wear just about.
Man, whoa, locked him up. Sorry.
Oh. Don't do it. Or do it.
Dove it in. An accident with G-Man.
God, I hate this section.
Same. So yes, again, that was the Mexican Grand Prix. We don't often get green flag runs in the NASCAR races, and especially an all-green flag race. And the first one just happened to be Bristol. I got myself into problems, just like Almirola. I had mentioned that video. Deathstormer led most of the beginning of the race, but pit stop strategies really played out, and Demon had the best strategy. I'm not sure what he did, if he pitted early or did something else, but he wound up getting the lead, and he had the most dominant car from that point on. He basically lapped most of the field except for, I think, one person. I don't know, he might have lapped most of everybody, but he lapped me coming around 7 to go, and he would go on to win Bristol, and he will be mentioned again closer to the end of the video. You will see why, but Demon will go on to get his first win in the Nitro, which was very cool for him. And again, another green flag race, and this was at Charlotte. And again, the finish of the race basically played out all due to pit stop strategies. Deathstormer again had the lead, but he messed up. He sped into pit road, and so he had to do a drive-through penalty after that one. that really shook things up. And what shook things up even more was Demon trying to get into pit road, and him and Karma almost getting tangled up into a big wreck. Both of them pit. I basically drive away, and I lead most of that race from there on, and I will go on and take the Coca-Cola 120 win at Charlotte. Number 3 is, well, one that I never got footage of because I got caught up in this incident, which was bound to happen, and hey, who cares? But it was No Doubt and Karma who started on the outside there in that restart, and they basically got around everybody on the outside. I don't know how close the battle was, but I do know that Karma was able to hold off No Doubt, who had the most dominant car that race, and Karma would go on to be the Nitro Season 2 champion. And, well, just listen in to number 2.
Alright, I'm calling Lana's mom.
Hello, Willis.
Hi, Kathleen.
How are you?
Good. Where's Lionel?
God.
Lionel's doing dishes.
Well, tell him to get his ass on the F1 race. They're starting in 5 minutes. Alright, love you, Mom. Bye. Merry Christmas. Bye.
Probably the greatest way to ever get a friend on for a league race. The rest, and number 1 on this top 10 list, will be all the first-time winners in the Nitro, NASCAR, and Formula 1 leagues for Season 2. So, until the next video, I'm Matt Gaming 43. We'll see you guys in Season 3 of Nitro.